So the Barnet Combat Academy, previously the East Combat Academy, where we had a gym in East Finchley. We ran out of East Finchley for about 6 years and have been here for about just over two, lockdowns included. And the reason for moving was because we outgrew the gym and we needed more space. So here we've got 2 floors, it's much larger, there's much more light, it just feels better. So we predominantly teach Muay Thai boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, strength and conditioning, and we bring it all together with MMA classes as well. So people train here for fitness, an alternative to the gym. It's a great workout, it's a great atmosphere, but we also have competitors right from amateur all the way up to professional level. Yeah, lockdown was interesting. Lockdown was interesting. So when it first hit, it just hit like a bolt out of the blue. It just knocked me for 6. I didn't know what I was going to do, how we were going to run. We were just getting the ball rolling here at Barnet because we brought most of our guys over from East Finchley and they just started training here. But we also had a whole bunch of new people coming in from this immediate area. And yeah, when it hit, I didn't know what we were going to do. We were told to close and there was nothing said initially about any kind of help, any kind of grants, any kind of anything. So yeah, it was just, we didn't know what to do. And then eventually, slowly, we started doing online classes, which were okay. I mean, it wasn't great. I was running them from home, which wasn't great either. Like, it's different being at home and working from home and making your home place into a workplace. But yeah, we did online classes and we had a really good following, just sort of shadow boxing and technique stuff. And the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach was doing stuff online, as was our strength and conditioning coach. So we managed to get a good online presence, and that built, and we had more structure and stability to it as time went on. But financially, it was obviously a massive hit. We had loads and loads of people cancel their memberships because we run on monthly memberships primarily, and we have pay-as-you-go clients, but they were all obviously zero. So a lot of monthly members cancelled their memberships, which is understandable because no one knew what was happening. But a good core stable of students kept their monthly memberships going, which was amazing, because then I was still able to pay just about pay the rent on this place and pay the rates on this place. So we were able to stay afloat in that sense. The community remained because we did little things like movie nights where people, everyone would jump on a cheesy martial arts film on Netflix all at the same time, and we'd have a group chat going and stuff like that. And because we do have professional fighters, we were able to, there was like an allowance for professional fighters to continue training, provided they were professional fighters. So we were still able to get training done, the odd training session here and there, which is really important for my mental health, never mind anything else. As were the online classes. It was really just great to see everyone's face, because what we are here, one thing that really does genuinely, and I've trained at a lot of gyms over the years, one thing that does genuinely separate us from other gyms is the community that we have here. The guys who train here, we're all friends. It's a real family community atmosphere, and it was really sad for that to be lost for me as well as all our members, because a lot of our guys come here as much for the social aspect as for the training, and to lose that, especially, and you throw lockdown in as well, and people really struggled. And to keep those online classes going, and to see everyone's face and have the jokes and the bants that we normally have, well, that was great to keep going. So once the lockdown hit, it gave me some time and some breathing space, so I was able to get downstairs completely matted out and completely furbished, so that when we opened again in between lockdowns, we had 2 floors to run off, which was amazing, because then it meant I could double the amount of classes that I had, because I can have upstairs and downstairs running simultaneously. So that was one positive. But yeah, tough time. So now, amazing, absolutely amazing. So over lockdowns, what people must have done is sit there and just look for something to do with their lives. And as soon as the last lockdown lifted, and it was pretty clear that we weren't going to go into another lockdown anytime soon, we had a whole rash of people, brand new people coming in, looking to try something new, looking to do something different with their lives. And yeah, it's been amazing. And since when the last, what was it, about 6 months, is it, since lockdown? God, yeah, 6 months. We have literally just been up and up and up and up, and yeah, we're flying. Every class is busy. We've put extra classes on. So Lee has has come on as a full-time instructor now. So I'm able to put extra classes on, and they're just filling, and the atmosphere it's insane. I think the old adage of you don't know what it's got till it's gone, you don't know what you've got till it's gone, is been key, and everyone's just jumped in on it with it's almost palpable. Like, you can just see the enjoyment that people are getting, and they're coming in and they're appreciating what they have, appreciating that it was almost gone, and realizing how important it is to not just physical health but to mental health. Like, it's wholly underestimated how much of an effect that physical training, and specifically what we do, hitting things, hitting pads, hitting people, like, it's such an amazing release. It's pure catharsis, and I think people really realised once they didn't have it how much they needed it, and exercise soon becomes a byproduct of what we do, and it's the actual doing that makes a difference. So thankfully, since lockdown, we've literally gone, and the last 2 months have been the best months we've ever had in the history of the gym. It's just been buzzing, and we've been busier than ever, and yeah, it's great. So last month we had an interclub. So basically a fight. It's a completely novice level fight show. So various gyms will send fighters over to here, and I'll match them up, and we get them. So I've always had the in the back of my, being an older guy myself, because I train a lot of people who are over 30. A lot. I mean, in fact, most of my one-to-one clients are over 30, and they're all really good, really technically proficient, really passionate about it, and they want to compete, but they don't want to get in against an 18-year-old who's going to come in and beat them to death just on fitness alone. So it's great. So I've always wanted to give them a platform to compete on an even keel. So I introduced as far as I know, no one else does this, specifically over 35s interclub. So for the first time, and again, because I've got the 2 floors and I've got more space, I'm able to do it practically. So we have the audience in the area here, we have obviously the fights taking place in the ring, and a warm-up area downstairs for the competitors. And it was just amazing. It's just one of the best days I've ever had in my life. It's just incredible. The atmosphere, the fights, everything. It was just brilliant. And the over 35s, they bring a different attitude to it. They're not in there just to smash someone up. They're in there to put their skills on display, to test themselves as a human being, to get through those ropes. It takes more than you'd think, even at a novice level, and it's incredible. And off the back of that, now we're going to do an all ages interclub in January. We're going to do another over 35s interclub in February. So that sort of competition route, and off the back of that, again, it's just great how one thing leads on to another thing. So what we've decided, so another gym owner who's a good friend of mine, and he is in a similar position to me, he's got loads of guys who are over 35, guys and girls I should say. Some of the best fights we had actually were females, just brilliant. And so he said to me, look, I've got loads of guys, why don't we do this and start a league? So what we're going to do is, so I'm going to hold these every quarter, these over 35s one, and we're going to pick out the really good guys, and we're going to match them up and do a proper show at the Clapham Grand, and have a proper, with a bar and audience, tickets and all of this, and we're going to have a proper, we'll call it the Masters League, and we're going to have a proper show of just over 35s. Again, something that no one else does. Great to have that platform for us guys, and again, it is also testimony to the people we have here. It really, everything comes from the guys, this whole club. Otherwise, I say this all the time to the guys in the class, it's just an empty room otherwise, you know what I mean? If not for the people who come here and train, who make the atmosphere, who make the training what it is, and they come in and we have a laugh and we have a joke, but when we train 100%, and they make the difference. So all of my guys who are, you know, over 35, under 35, all of them, we just have a different, it truly is, and obviously it's easy for me to say as the owner of the gym, but we truly have a different atmosphere in this gym. Like, we train hard, we train as hard as anyone. You know, we're very, very, very technical. We spend a lot of time on technique. But the individuals who train here are really a different breed, and people have come and left. Guys who want to come in and just smash, and they just want to hit, and they just want to beat people up. They don't last very long. The guys here, they want to learn, they enjoy learning, they enjoy the process, they enjoy getting better at it, they enjoy training, and that atmosphere is what really sets us apart from, honestly, any other gym that I've ever been to.